So me and Greg Russell are in the same space at the same time.
I know, but believe it or not, people thought we were the same person because they never saw us together.
I could see that totally, but
Same here.
this should be proof.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Definitely the budget of the show doesn't reveal that we're gonna have a CG'd character in here.
That's right.
Well, we're in the theater right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're fresh, and I mean fresh out of
Very fresh.
the Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'll even start out this way, folks. The movie is 2.5 hours long,
Yes.
including the 20 minutes of credits. There were more names in the credits than, and I think our local phone books.
That's probably true.
Now. But it was one of those where normally I always say, okay, maybe you can cut it down a little bit. This time, the 2.5 hours were all.
It kind of needed it,
right?
With the
all
amount of
important.
characters. By the way, this is spoiler free right now. We're gonna have a little segment in a minute though that you can go to on our website, Movie Show Plus, and you can check out spoilers. And trust me, there's a lot of interesting, crazy things that happen. And once you watch the movie, you're gonna definitely want to go to the spoiler interview. But this one is spoiler free. This is a spoiler free version.
That's right.
So
that's right.
without saying anything crazy, yeah, you just said the length worked.
Right.
What did you think of? What were some other reactions that you had from the film?
Well, it's kind of like every person who was ever in the Marvel universe, I think, was in this movie.
That's true.
I mean, even Stan Lee's dog made it in this time. But it was so, bizarre to see because there were so many, when I say different storylines, but I mean different couplings, but they were at least all going after the same bad person.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you've got like 19 different, storylines to try and follow.
It was a mammoth undertaking to fit all these characters in and to do it kind of seamlessly. And then there were, like you said, there were some cool moments. Like I remember the first Avengers when like Hulk and Thor battled, and everybody was like, "Oh, cool!" It was a misunderstanding, and then they're working together. This film was cool in that way. There were some characters from the Phase 2 and Phase 3 of Marvel Universe that we haven't really seen interact yet. That we really got to see kind of do stuff with, and it was really cool. Exciting.
Yeah, like the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, they were there.
Yeah.
Part of the group. And
absolutely. And they were able to keep their vibe, they
their
were still
humor.
funny, and their movie's universe. Doctor Strange is in the movie.
Yeah.
What did you think of Thanos, the bad guy, the villain in the film?
Okay, I kept looking at him trying to go, who is this man? I know him. But it was Josh Brolin.
Yes, yep.
Who is one of my all-time favorite people. I love that guy. Always loved to talk to him. He was a bad son of a gun, to put it lightly.
Absolutely.
Here's a guy who was on a mission. He had to try and get all of his stones so he could rule the world, and he stopped at nothing, and truly we do mean nothing to get that.
How do you think fans are going to react to this film?
I think they're going to be, happy, excited. I mean, like you and I have always talked about before, Marvel just has it down to a science when it comes to putting out a, comic book movie.
Yep.
They just know how to do it. They know the pairings. They've got the right people too.
Yes.
I mean, because nobody else could play Tony Stark other than Robert Downey Jr.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's it.
Which is going to be hard, how they're going to continue these characters on for generations and generations.
Right.
Because it's going to be so iconic now, tied to the actor. Where before it was just on the page.
Right.
And you could imagine it as different people. Now that we know that it's Robert Downey Jr., it's going to be hard to do Iron Man 12 in 10 years.
Well, we saw in Star Wars, they brought back who? Peter Cushing?
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
It was funny when I saw that, I'm going, did he die like 30 years ago? He looks good.
I guess the lines are blurred.
There you go.
Good sign for Movie Show Plus. We'll be on in 60 years, the Peter Cushing version of us.
That's right. I'm going to have it much younger for me. Darker hair.
Yeah, well,
a little bit thinner. It's taller,
put our best self forward. So that's Avengers Infinity War. I think that people are definitely going to like it.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned earlier, we're going to now delve into some specifics in the movie. Yeah. So go to the website, movieshowplus.com, for that segment as we kind of discuss things. We recommend watching the film and then maybe checking it out on the website and tell us what you think. There's definitely, the one thing I love without spoiling anything, there is definitely a lot to talk about leaving this film.
Oh, and how? I mean, at the end, you're going to be going, okay, I can't wait for the next part to come out.
Absolutely, which we know isn't going to be too long.
Right.
But thank you, and we'll see you online.
There you go. And check out the other stuff in 3, 2, 1, now.
Check out movieshowplus.com to watch this episode online and for exclusive content, extended interviews with Greg Russell, and a complete archive of movie reviews with Tom Santilli. Also, make sure to like and follow us on social media and on our Movie Show Plus YouTube channel.